The conflict between China and America is an ancient issue. These two countries are world superpowers. Now, if a fight were to break out between these two countries, who would win? Generally, wars occur between two neighboring countries. But America and China are not neighboring countries. The first question that arises is if a war occurs between these two countries, where would the battle actually take place? According to some military analysts, if America and China go to war, it would be no less than a world war. The most important question is the military capability of China and America. A country's military power depends on how wealthy and powerful that country is. Information from a couple of years ago, America's GDP is $25 trillion, whereas China's GDP is $18 trillion. According to the World Bank, America spends an average of $876 billion on military each year, which is 40% of what all countries in the world spend on military. On the other hand, China spends an average of $291 billion on military annually, which is one third of America's expenditure. While America is ahead in terms of spending, China has the advantage in terms of troops number with its People Liberation Army (PLA). The PLA has the highest number of active soldiers in the world, with 2 million personnel. On the other hand, the United States has a total of 1.3 million troops across its Army, Air Force, Navy, and Coast Guard. When looking at tanks used in warfare, there isn't much difference between the United States and China. China has 5,000 tanks, while the United States has 4,600. In terms of combat aircraft, the United States is ahead, with Washington possessing 1,800 fighter jets and China having 1,200. In terms of helicopters, the world's number one economy, the United States has 5,700 helicopters, while China has just 913. Both countries have 7 submarines each, but China has 730 warships, while the United States has 472. In terms of nuclear arms, the United States leads significantly with 5,224 nuclear missiles compared to China more 410. Both powerful nations are ahead in certain aspects of military strength while lagging in others. Additionally, both countries possess hidden weapons. Experts suggest that China's hidden weaponry includes cyber weapons. The distance between China and United States is 11,300 kilometers. Therefore, there is no room for conflict between the two countries through the border. Among the several issues that could lead to conflict between China and America, Taiwan is one of them. Taiwan has declared itself an independent state. However, China claims Taiwan as part of its territory. Many other countries have not recognized Taiwan as an independent state. Experts believe that if China attacks America, it would conduct 2 attacks simultaneously: a military assault on Taiwan and a cyber attack on America. Experts think that if China moves to occupy Taiwan, it will have to fight against both America and Taiwan.